Hey there, and welcome to the world of Chubby Medic. Do you have what it takes to be an EMT? Well, let's find out. All right, on today's video, we're going to be talking about EMTs, which stands for Emergency Medical Technicians. What are they and what it takes to become one? Let's start by explaining what an EMT actually is. By definition, is a trained medical professional who provides pre-hospital emergency care to the sick and injured. Well, what does that term pre-hospital even mean? This term refers to individuals outside of an emergency room that has the initial interaction with patients during an emergency, so hence pre-hospital care. EMTs are an essential part of the healthcare system, and they play a crucial role in the emergency medical response system, or better known as some of the individuals that show up whenever you call 911. So why did I just say some? Well, because there are different levels of responders that will show up to your 911 call depending on what the emergency is. And don't you worry, we'll cover that in a later video, but for now, let's just stick to the EMT side of things. In a condensed sense, EMTs are trained to assess a patient's condition, whether it be medical or trauma in nature, and provide that appropriate care. Some of that care, such as administering medications, performing basic medical procedures like bandaging wounds, splitting injuries, or even breathing for a patient that no longer has that ability. They even often work as a team with other medical professionals, such as paramedics, to patients in emergency situations. And remember, to be a paramedic, you first got to be an EMT. So how do we become an EMT? To become an EMT, you must complete a training program that is approved by a national body. A lot of states use the National Registry of Emergency Medical Technicians, or NREMT, and other states use their Department of Health to set their guidelines for whatever their certification may be. These programs typically consist of a combination of classroom instruction, hands-on clinical experience, and that could be in lab settings and even on the actual ambulance with local agencies. After completing an EMT training program, you must then pass a certification exam to become a certified EMT. Now, these programs can range in length, but I will say the program that has the most hands-on available while learning has shown to produce the better overall initial EMTs. Hands-on meaning like labs, scenarios, getting on the actual ambulance for multiple hours, multiple shifts, so you can actually have that first-hand experience. Contact your local adult education centers like your community colleges and see what they have to offer. The next big question would be, is this right for me? So being an EMT can be rewarding and a challenging career, but it may not be the right fit for everyone. Some important things I think to consider when deciding if an EMT is right for you include your ability to handle stressful and potentially dangerous situations, your willingness to work long and irregular hours, and your desire to help others in need. And I think that's the biggest one, is where's your passion at? It's also important to consider whether you have the mental stamina and the ability to perform the task required of an EMT, with the added physical attributes of being able to lift and move patients as a team. To go into this learning process with a mindset that you want this as a step to grow as an individual and always have the strive to help others, and you should do great with EMS as a profession. There is so much to add and go into when it comes to the overall job of EMS. But that will be yet again another video that we can branch off and cover in more detail. I can't say this enough. If you want to become part of the family of emergency services, then do not hesitate to reach out to myself or someone local to you that can help you get started. All right, guys, thanks for watching. And if you have any questions about what we've covered in this video, leave them in the comments below and I will respond to every single one of you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on our next video. And always, take care.